Welcome to my channel, Motorsuckers. Hi. So if anyone ever tells you that you don't eat over here, my unicorns are fed, okay? In today's video, I'm gonna be discussing Jordyn Woods and Cardi B, two completely separate issues, but I wanted to let y'all know off the rip, we will be talking about two different topics in this video. So let's start with Ms. Woods. Ms. Woods. Somebody did an interview with Jordyn Woods, Shade Room posted, and basically she says after the situation that happened with her and the Kardashians, she realized for the first time what it was like to be a black woman in society. Let me post exactly what she said because it was something along those lines. So I immediately jumped in the comment section, and you know the Shade Room comment section never fails with the shade and the mess, okay? They coming through with the shade, the mess, and the tea. I'm coming through with the looks, the facts, and the tea. We different. But a lot of comments was basically what I was thinking. Like, wait a minute, time out. This is the first time you understand what it's like to be a black woman in society. So what have you been feeling all these other years? Or why did it take you being involved in a cheating scandal for you to feel black? Like, I felt some type of ways. I did. I wasn't understanding what she meant, where she was coming from. I wish it was more than just that quote, like, so we could put this a little bit into context. But based on that statement, money is green, okay? Money is green, green is money. Well, American dollars anyways. Wealth can shield you from a lot of things, but oppression is something that wealth can never shield you from, because, you know, you could be a millionaire, but there's gonna be people who have hundreds of millions of dollars. And let's just say you have hundreds of millions of dollars. There's someone who has hundreds of billions of dollars. The more wealthier you are, you know, the less melanin you tend to have. And I even gave the example of, you know, Beyonce and Jay-Z, because, you know, people love to say, well, Obama was president, so y'all can't be that oppressed. Yes, even Beyonce and Jay-Z, even the Obamas have been oppressed by white supremacy. A lot of people who are very wealthy cannot relate to people who came from struggle, to people who are still in a struggle. A lot of times, you know, you can't relate. It's perceived that they have this cushion, you know, they live in this different world where they have access to a lot of things. And as I told you guys, where there is poverty and where there is a lack of education, there is often violence. So there is a violence that happens, people of color, specifically black people who quote unquote don't have nothing, that black people who are wealthy can't always relate to, especially when they're younger. So when she said, you know, for the first time I understood what it was like to be a black woman in society, I think she kind of took herself out of that, like, you know, wealthy, secure environment and said, like, wow, like, this is what the everyday black woman who doesn't have millions of dollars, this is what they're saying. And I feel like a lot of times people, like I said, people who have money, you know, black people that have money, they do look down on black people who don't have money, or sometimes it's just like you're there, I'm here. But at some point, okay, at some point, you too will have to admit, like, oh, I see what the everyday broke, you know, people that struggle, I see what they mean. She didn't say it right, but I think she meant, like, wow, now I see what the rest of y'all are talking about. You know, we talk about phenotype and we talk about genotype a lot on this channel, and a lot of people get up in arms. You know, people start getting mad at me when I say what I say. When I say that being black has a look, people get mad at me, because apparently to some people anybody could be black. Now you keep thinking that, you keep allowing anybody to say that they're black, and soon and very soon, sis, you will be erased. First time that I really heard of Jordyn was when I seen her on the Red Table Talk and the whole scandal came out. And when I looked at Jordyn, I saw a young black girl, a light-skinned black girl. Someone said that her mom isn't black, so that's actually what made me start the Google search. And I'm like, oh, like, I know her dad is black and her dad worked with Will Smith. I looked it up, and Google pretty much, they didn't say her mother was white. What they said was, like, she was seemingly white, or white passing some type of mixed race. And her mother does have Caucasoid. I don't like that word, Caucasoid. I don't even know. I don't like it. Her mother does have more Caucasian phenotype. Her mother does look like she has a fully white parent and maybe a half white parent. I'm just saying, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just looking, okay? We also know that she grew up with her mother, you know, because, you know, sadly her father passed away. So being, you know, with all of that being said, so you have the wealth, you have the mixed race white passing mother, so that adds to, and I'm like, oh, that's why she said that. It all made sense. After I saw her mother, I completely understood what she meant. She doesn't have the same experience as even a wealthy black girl who was two undeniably unambiguous black parents. Because y'all like to be like, oh well, no, I mean undeniably unambiguously black. Stop acting like you don't know what that look like. We know what that look like. Y'all threw me off track with that. But what I was saying again, the fact that she's rich as shit, has a white passing mother, she's light skinned. Well, to me, she doesn't necessarily look mixed race, but to some people, with, you know, with her natural hair out, but to some people maybe she looks mixed race. So these are privileges, people. And when we talk about privilege, a lot of people get uncomfortable because they feel like, well, does skin really give you access and privilege? And yes, it does. Okay, she clearly has these privileges. So I don't want to take away from her character because, well, other than the whole scandal, she does seem like a well-mannered girl. You know, I've never heard her in any scandals before. And what I'm not about to do is cape for the Kardashians. So she seems like a good person, but that doesn't negate the fact that she does have a lot of privileges. So when she said, for the first time I understood what it was like to be a black woman, she said what she said because she was never treated like how can I say, not the typical black woman, but she wasn't treated like the unambiguously black in a not so wealthy, you know, white neighborhood environment. That's what she meant. Okay, I went over a lot of people's heads because a lot of people just, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I went over my head too. So that's that, Jordyn. You know, Cardi B. The clip is very long and very annoying, and I can't keep watching that clip. So I'm not gonna put y'all through that. God. Fame is indeed not for everybody. I say this all the time. Like, I promise y'all, fame is not for me. Popularity? Sure. Why not? Y'all know me from YouTube. You might see me on vacation in your hood. What I'm not gonna do is be under a big microscope every second, every move, every minute. Like, I will go crazy. Fame is not for me. Cardi is one of those people who also cannot live like that. Cardi likes money. We get it. Cardi don't like fame. Cardi's been getting into it with the Shade Room, and Cardi is actually one of the only celebrities that has successfully, I mean, her badgering and screaming and crying, she has successfully gotten a blog to say, okay, we're not gonna post you, we're gonna fall back. Do celebrities do that behind the scenes? Payola, of course. Like, we'll pay you to just shut the fuck up. I'm sure that happens. You know, I'm sure. But she's the first one to publicly get a blog, be like, all right, you got it. So she goes on this whole rant and she's like, oh, you know, the Shade Room is always posting negativity. They're always posting negativity. They only post when something bad happens. They don't post when something good happens. So first of all, we have to acknowledge, let's start with the title. It's called The Shade Room. I think that it's actually very responsible of the Shade Room, knowing that they have such a large platform with majority of people of color. I think that it's very responsible for them to also mix positivity, and I do feel like the Shade Room does post a lot of positivity. Cardi, you know that this is a page where they are posting shady shit, then you need not to be on here. It gives me very like self-righteous. We know you from the hood, we know you from the streets. You've been doing this for how many years now? Now, let's not forget that she was Instagram famous before everything. And then she got on Love and Hip Hop, which also gave her more fame. And then she became the big rapper that we know her to be. So she's been in the public eye for a long time, Cardi. This is not your first go round. Why are you still so self-righteous and just so like, you can't talk about me, you can't say anything about me? It's just like, you've been doing this for a minute, you're a mother now, and we still have not really seen a change in Cardi B. me having. It's also very hypocritical of her to really come for someone and say, oh, all you post is negativity and all you post about is drama. Cardi, your whole platform was built off of negativity and drama. Some of your most memorable moments on Love and Hip Hop was from you throwing a shoe at a black woman. Went to Fashion Week after you got famous and got all of these bags, threw a shoe at a black woman. Instagram memories, you know, you were doing the skit. Then all the post resurfaces from you telling a black woman that that's why her baby is dead and all of the things like this, and her dead baby looks like a monkey. So you don't have a positive rapport, ma'am, to be telling someone else that they're not positive. Like, Cardi, you're not positive enough to tell someone else that they're not positive. And that's just my opinion. Everybody else, Cardi B is such this, like, and this is no shade to her, but she'll say herself, like, when she said, I'm a regular schmegular degular girl from the Bronx, like, to everybody else, y'all think like, oh, Cardi. We see this on a regular. I can't, you can't spit in the Bronx without finding a Cardi B. So for us New Yorkers in particular, at this point, it's just like, all right, but sis, when are you gonna evolve? If you want people to be more positive, we need to see more positivity coming out of you. And I don't mean just posting when, you get your awards, which that's amazing. Get your awards, keep working hard. But being positive doesn't just mean, oh, I got an award, y'all. Oh, I got flowers, y'all. Oh, my babe bought me a car, y'all. Oh, like, to me, that's not just being positive. Once again, that's self-righteousness. Because then she started going into like bloggers and how bloggers always post negativity. Cardi, I promise you, if you post positivity, if you become more of a positive person, people will post positive things about you. And if nobody else does, I will, okay? Personally feel like Cardi is just she's not evolving. She's very self-righteous. She's a spoiled little brat. Everybody just has to kiss her ass. And it's like, girl, if you don't want to be famous, I mean, there's a few things that you can do to change that. I feel like everybody needs to take a page out of the Beyonce Bible, because why does that lady just handle everything with class? I just don't know how she does it. Cardi first got on, I was telling one of my friends, I was like, I feel like she needs a mentor. She needs someone who's real, but who's accustomed to fame. You understand? Like, she needs somebody like a Jada Pinkett Smith, someone who's accustomed to fame, but they're real at the same time. Those are the people you need in your corner. You don't need people in your corner that's scared of you. You don't need people in your corner that's kissing your ass. You don't need people in your corner that's not going to tell you, like, shut up, because you're doing too much. You need to shut up, seriously. Black women in particular support Cardi B to the fullest, okay? We are her target market. Now, I'm staying out of all the drama, as I should, but I am watching very closely with this Tasha K and Cardi B's lawsuit, because this could potentially change the game. This could really potentially change the game, because if Cardi wins this lawsuit, that's gonna tell all these other celebrities, oh, you mention my name, I'm coming for you. You mention my name, I'm coming for you. And that's not the way it works. When you sign on the dotted line and you say, okay, I'm basically selling my life to this company, that's what you do. You give up rights to your privacy. Unfortunately, that's what it takes to be a celebrity. You know what I mean? And and a lot more. Who are you to sign on a dotted line and say, I'm giving my life up and my privacy up, and then as soon as the public says this is public now, she's a public figure, let me say what I want to say, now you want to take somebody to court? And I'm not getting into the details of that, but I just feel like, damn, like, this could have all been settled a different way. Honestly, I'm hoping that she does not win, because at the end of the day, I'm a blogger too. Like, I'm a blogger too. I dibble and dabble in celebrity drama once in a while. And I'll be damned if somebody say, yeah, you got to show up to court and this and that because you mentioned my name and are you dumb? We not playing that game. And I also want to say, like, let's not get it twisted, Cardi. You're profiting off of Black music and the Black community. So, of course, Black bloggers are going to speak about that. White bloggers speak about their music and their communities, and they profit off of that. And then there are a few people that kind of, pull strings from each side. I personally have never heard Cardi B say that she was Black. People say that she's Black. Neither one of her parents are Black. I've always heard her say that she was Spanish, or what she said mulattic. She called herself mulattic. So I've never heard her say that she was Black, but all of a sudden it's like sink or swim. When it's time to sink or swim, now she grabbing for the Black card. And that's what I say. I don't like that. When people could just, I'm Black today. I ain't Black, I ain't ugly. I'm Black today. I ain't black. And very tasteless to post an unflattering picture of the owner of the shade room. First of all, I'm pretty sure she's not the only person that posts on that page. First it was Kyle, now it's this lady. And it's like, girl. So can she sue Cardi B for defamation of character? Because she purposely put that woman's picture on her page with her millions and millions of followers, right? Her millions and millions of fans. She put an unflattering picture of this woman and said, attack. People going ham on her about her weight, about her skin, about her hair. And it was just a hot mess in the comment section. And it's like, well, you set that up. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the Jordyn Woods in the shade room saying that she finally knows how it feels to be black, and Cardi B going toe-to-toe with the blogs, suing bloggers, and basically saying that nobody can't say anything about her because she is the almighty Cardi B and she's perfect and her husband is perfect and we should not talk about them because we should be talking about positivity. Now, I do agree with the fact that, yes, there needs to be more positivity, period, across all blogs, black bloggers, white bloggers. There does need to be more positivity. But let's do positive things so that people can post on that positivity, okay? Give this video a giant thumbs up. Don't just like the video. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel on the journey to 100K. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have a 100K party. So you gotta subscribe. Eloho, Eloho, Eloho. Okay, subscribe to my channel and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.